Hey everyone, Chase Beach here with InsurGrid on our agent spotlight. I'm with Steve Lewis with Security First Insurance down in Greenville, South Carolina. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain. It's Wednesday. We got the weekend ahead of us. Well,
Right.
Steve, thanks for taking time out of your day to join us. And for everyone, would love to learn a little bit more about your agency and then how you came across InsurGrid.
Sure. I've been in the business a long time. I built an agency years ago and sold it and started this agency about 3 years ago. So we're still a smaller agency. Um, and I'm always looking for cutting edge technology, path of least resistance, easy ways to make things work better and more efficient. And no, honestly, I don't remember how I came across InsurGrid unless it was probably through SIA. It was a referral that way. But I got on a call. I loved what I saw, and the rest is history.
Yeah, and Steve, we're a new technology, and as someone who's been in the business for a long time, who's been an early technology adopter, what maybe skepticisms did you have about InsurGrid, and then when you started using the product, how did we address those skepticisms that you or maybe other agents have?
Sure. And I think that was a really nice way of you calling me old, by the way, but that's okay. I'm not offended. But yeah, I mean, the usual skepticism. I think the thing that comes to mind first is just people being able to actually make it happen, make the process happen. It sounded a little too good to be true in the sense that I don't know how many people are actually going to be able to do that. I mean, it's hard enough to tell people, look, go find your deck page, and then you have to explain what a deck page is, take a picture of it and text it to me, or scan it and email it, or something. It's hard enough to tell them that, much less get on a new piece of technology and use that to get it to us. So that was probably my initial skepticism. And then the other was, and I've told this is no secret to you, but being a smaller agency, I have less opportunities to use the product than somebody that's a mega agency, because we're not doing the same volume of quotes. So those are
Sure.
probably my two biggest hiccups, or biggest concerns, I think. Do you want me to go ahead and address how we
Yeah,
overcame
and
it?
then you signed up for InsurGrid. How long have you been using us? What have you seen? How has it helped your agency?
Sure. So I honestly don't know how long I've been using you now. It's been months and months. It's been quite a while,
Yeah.
enough that I've got enough water under the bridge that I know how it works. And what I've found, I guess the results that I've found is that almost everybody, just about everybody, at least has a login to their insurance agent, their insurance company, or they have the app and they use the app. And what I found obviously is if they have either one of those, then they're going to be able to use your product and pop that stuff right over to me, super easy. I have found that it's so easy to tell somebody, look, all you got to do is go to this portal. It'll send us stuff, securely to us. It'll give us everything we need to do a quote, and it does. It asks them for certain information up front, which we need, questions that we need to ask, and then it sends us their deck pages. It's beautiful. It's so easy. We get a pop-up email that says, hey, so and so has documents ready for you. We go in, pull them down, and we are literally off to the races. So I have found that probably, I don't even know. You could tell me. I guess I haven't been into my portal to really look, but I know that I have done a ton. I've sent your link a ton of times, and probably of all of those that I've sent, probably only one or two just couldn't do it
Mhm.
because they either forgot their password and it was just a little too much technology for them. But literally, even the ones that I thought, I don't think they're going to be able to manage this. We're going to try it. We'll see. They've actually been able to make it happen, and it's worked flawlessly. So it's super, super easy from the agency standpoint.
Yeah. So even people like you said who you don't think would be able to go through the process, maybe an older demographic, you send them your InsurGrid link, and then you're able to easily pull all their declaration pages.
Absolutely. Super easy. Super easy.
Yeah, I think a lot of agents, have a skepticism around, oh, well, the demographic that I target, they don't have online login accounts. When in reality, it's 2021. The majority of people do have online login accounts.
Listen, I'm in South Carolina, and I don't mean anything negative against any South Carolinian. I love the state. I love the people. But there's definitely a technology challenge sometimes with people here. And I truthfully, I really didn't know what I was going to run into. But I'm telling you, truthfully, I can only think of one or two cases where we weren't able to use your product, and we've used it a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Steve, what type of PNC agent, should use InsurGrid? Who would you recommend using our product? I mean, is there a size, percentage of book for personal lines? Like, who would you advocate for using a product like ours?
Well, truthfully, and as I said earlier, my biggest pushback to you when we first started this process was, I just don't know that I'm going to do the volume of quotes that is going to justify the expense. And the expense is cheap. It's very inexpensive. It's not cheap, it's inexpensive. Um, and what I have found is that even at my size, and I'm a much smaller agency,
Mhm.
the cost benefit is just incredibly significant.
Yeah.
We've been able to, like I said, you know, I, I can't tell you in past years how many times I would ask somebody, if you can get your hands on your deck pages or your coverages or whatever, send them to me, that'd be great. And how many of those quotes I actually lost because it was just too much work for them. It was just
Yeah.
too difficult. And this takes all of that pain out.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Steve, appreciate you having you on. Yeah, this is a new technology, but people like yourself who veterans in the industry, not old veterans in the industry.
Right.
It's awesome. It's awesome to see your willingness to adopt our technology and the success that you've had from it. So appreciate you having you on, and have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely. Take care.
Alrighty.